What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Complete My Collection. This is a series dedicated to finding the Funko Pop Grails that I needed in my collection for a while now, but I'm starting with a $0 budget. Not a lot has changed from the last episode, guys, but if you want some updates, I sold actually a couple of things, so let's hop into that. So if you guys remember from episode 1 in that giant Funko Pop lot that I had, I actually saved two things that I ended up selling over on Encore. It was the Victor and Emily Pop moment, guys, from the Corpse Bride, and then I also sold the Sanderson Sisters 3-pack. Altogether, after fees, guys, I ended up getting $37.20 for both of those. So adding that back to the previous balance, guys, I'm working with $135.78 in this episode. And for today, I wanted to take you on my weekly journey, guys, to all my different stores that I go to for inventory. And I gotta say, I actually found some pretty awesome stuff this time around. And honestly, anywhere I go, guys, I am looking for the pops that I have on my Grail list, so I'll keep an eye out for those. And without any further ado, guys, let's get it started. Here we go. Starting things off at good old Savers, a great thrift store that I like to look for out-of-box pops. I found some in-box stuff here before, but out-of-box, starting off with 11 right here on a $5.49. In-box, it's about like a $15 pop. Not one that I'm wanting to pick up today. I think this is Oscar Proud from the Proud family. I remember watching this back in the day. The 2-pack itself in a box goes for $12, so that's not a great deal either. We have the Captain America from the Marvel like Avengers video game or whatever. Not a super great pop either. I also found this Princess Leia, which they have available on the Funko shop right now, brand new for $6, so that's not a good pickup either. And also the number 5 from Umbrella Academy. So that was pretty much everything that I found. I did find this, however, guys. Do you guys remember the movie Dinosaur back in like the 2000s when they had the Happy Meals at McDonald's with these puppets? I don't know, that unlocked a memory for me. You'll have to let me know down in the comment section below if you remember that as well. But I went over next door to another thrift store, guys, to Deseret Industries. They had a couple of pops in box, and these were honestly worth maybe like $8 each, so not really worth picking up. The only thing though that I found that had potential value, guys, was the Sally back here. Out of box goes for about 20. They were asking 15, so I decided to pass on it. Okay, folks, I find myself at a store that I don't go to very often because the stock is kind of 50-50, but I'm here at Steele's Outlet. And I think I've been here in a video before, guys, but what I am seeing right here seems to be a bunch of stuff from GameStop. And one thing that I want to kind of look through to see if we can find a chase would be this white beard right here. Now, I'm assuming, guys, that these are probably all returns, and that's why they have a bunch of the quote-unquote commons, I guess, exclusives right here. But I would be curious to see if maybe there's a chase in here or two. There could be. If I had to guess, there probably isn't, but I'll look through and see. Yeah, I'm not seeing any, like I said. I wonder if somebody has seen all of these before me. Yeah, it looks like these are all going to be regular exclusives, no chases. So from what I can tell, somebody was probably playing chase roulette and returned all their stuff to GameStop, like, because I think this has a chase. Maybe the Ted DiBiase has one too. I can kind of look through and see if I find anything though. Yeah, just look through this one from My Hero Academia, guys. No chases on that one. And I think my suspicion of these all being returns are coming true. All right, I'll take you along on this one to see if we find anything. I doubt that we will. Well, I guess it was worth a look, guys. For $7 each, I think that's what these were. Oh, actually $4.49. So some of them are different prices, even like $5. It was worth looking around, but I guess my chances weren't high of getting a chase, but you never know.
The next day.
Decided to stop by Entertain Mart, guys, in the Layton Hills Mall. And over here, I did find a couple of interesting things that I felt was worthy for the video. I did find this Visions Chase. I remember back in the day, guys, when this used to go for like $50-$60. Now it's like a $15 to $20 chase. But I figured I would show it off. And it was even in a protector, can't beat that. Another chase right here for $10. It's probably worth less than that. It's probably worth like $5. So, but I figured I would show it off. It was in a protector. It looked pretty nice. But going over to their other section, guys, they had this James Bond pop, which usually goes for about $20, but buying it at $15, there really isn't much ROI on that one right there as far as for the collection challenge. And then right here, guys, you know, I don't think I'm gonna get this one either. A fun Dragon Ball Z pop, the Vegeta cooking, and yeah, usually goes for 20, and they were asking 15. But in their more valuable case, I wasn't finding anything too crazy, guys. A couple older pops like Supernatural, that original Bell is right there. Prices for me weren't entirely great, so I decided to pass on them. But if you guys want to take a look at what they have on quote unquote their more valuable case, that's what they had. All right, guys, my next stop is going to be Entertainment. Just interested to see if they've got anything new. Let's go check it out. You know, I'm not one to really spoil things for you guys in videos, but this Entertainment was awesome. Starting off the deals, guys, right here, Turret from Portal 2 was a pretty solid one at 35, guys, and also Jetfire from Transformers is not a bad one either, but we're going to find some pretty awesome stuff later on in the video. Some other things that I found right next to the valuable case, Silicon Valley Pops, which, you know, honestly, I think they've had some pretty good value in the past. This is a pretty popular show, but those ones unfortunately were not the ones. This is just another example, guys, of finding a chase like I did at the other Entertainment for retail. It's kind of crazy to see how much that's gone down in value. This is probably one of the more valuable Silicon Valley Pops, but I decided to pass on it. I don't know, it was decently priced. It's about an $18 pop, but I don't know, it just wasn't for me. I just wasn't feeling it. We have Guardians of the Galaxy right here, guys. I love finding the older stuff, especially that Dancing Groot. I think it's fun. Value isn't crazy, but the out-of-box pops, guys, were pretty darn solid. And this one right here from Bleach, guys, this is Genji right here. Okay, I'm sorry, I completely said this wrong. It's actually Renji. I apologize. Is a great one. So this is in-box value, obviously, but usually, you know, with out-of-box, I do about like a 40% value, so definitely worth picking up for $4. This one from Sword Art Online, I think his name's Kirito, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably saying that wrong, but tons of different anime, guys. We're gonna see a bunch of different Dragon Ball, you name it, anime out the wazoo. It's crazy. Dragon Ball right here, for example. I wish I knew a lot more about Dragon Ball Z. There was probably some good pickups. Video game pops were plentiful as well, guys. We have Gears of War right here, some more Dragon Ball. Like I said, guys, you'll have to let me know in the comment section below if I'm missing out on anything, but they had some Disney as well. Kevin with the Up House. I couldn't find the house anywhere, guys. This would have been a great pickup. I think I'm still going to pick it up because you just don't see Kevin very often. I'm just not sure what the value is without the house, but still a great one, guys. And going through everything, like I said, more Dragon Ball. We have some Castlevania in there, guys, and honestly, like I said, my knowledge is pretty limited, but I found this one. I know that this one's a pretty valuable one. From StarCraft, we have Jim Raynor, which is a pretty good one. I would say it's about a $60 pop in a box. So out of box, I think that's a great pickup. More video game stuff in the form of Destiny, guys. I will come across some more Destiny stuff, but I wanted to put back all the stuff that I had taken off of the rack right here. And there's your little hint right there of more Destiny stuff. We have Crota right here, guys, which is about a $50 pop with its box. So I think this is a good one to pick up for sure. This is definitely one of the more valuable Destiny pops that are out there, guys. But speaking of more video games, we have Kerrigan. This will pair great with the Jim Raynor, guys, and for picking up for $4, can't complain about that. But their out-of-box section was pretty good. And then I came across this guy right here, guys, Grimjow, which in a box goes for $200. And I think I could probably get like $80 or $90 out of box. No joke, guys. That is a very popular pop. But looking through everything else that is in here, tons of different anime, tons of different video games. There's a little bit of Kingdom Hearts in there, more Dragon Ball Z, guys, but by far, I would have to say that these are the two best out-of-box pops that I found. And for $8 total for them, I mean, no brainer. I'm definitely going to pick them up. We also have the Haunted Mansion ones, which I just realized that I cut off the price tag on the pop or on the top, so you can't really see what they're worth, but they're all retail and they're just some fun older pops. Value isn't too crazy on them, but I wanted to show them off. But my favorite find of the video, guys, is this Disney Store Captain Hook. This came out in 2011. 13-year-old pop, goes for about $50 to $60, but I've seen it actually go for close to like $100. So value's a little bit all over the place, but since it's an older original Disney pop that you don't see very often, I think this is 100% worth picking up at $10. And I think somebody had a pretty good, you know, Disney collection, and I was just finding some other random Disney pieces here and there. This Maleficent, you can see on the back of the box with a bunch of older stuff. So I wonder if they have some other Disney stuff that they haven't put out yet. I would be curious to see. But we have Victor Geist. Speaking of the Haunted Mansion stuff that I showed off earlier, that's just a fun one that I wanted to show you guys. But Captain Hook absolutely blew my mind for $10, guys. It's insane the stuff that you can find at Entertainment. Showed off the one Transformers pop earlier on in the video, so I wanted to show these off. But guys, what a great trip to Entertainment. Holy cow, folks. It's times like these that I'm like, dang, where are these deals every time I go to Entertainment? This was insane. Okay, folks, I gotta say, Entertainment treated me pretty darn well. I think somebody just sold in a collection of a lot of out-of-box stuff and in-box stuff, obviously. So let's kind of review everything value-wise, what I think I'll make. So everything together right here, guys, only cost me $32.18. But I guess what better place to start, guys, with the StarCraft bundle right here. I mean, these are some old pops for sure. I would say say Jim Raynor right here is definitely more valuable than the Kerrigan pop, but I think as far as an out-of-box bundle, I think I could probably get about 25 for these. I don't think I really mentioned this in the video, guys, but I did pick up Osiris because I did pick up Crota, obviously, and I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a Destiny bundle, if you will. So Osiris isn't going to be too crazy, but I think Crota will be okay, but combined, probably do about like $18 for these. Now, obviously, I'm going to try and sell these guys separately because in a box, these have some crazy good value. Renji is pretty solid. I think I can get about 20, 25 for him. And then Grimmjow obviously is the top hitter out of all of these out-of-box pops right here. He'll probably, I think I could probably get about $90 for him. Surprisingly, out of box, I think I can do pretty well on him. Now, Kevin right here, guys, unfortunately, I don't even know if I can sell this. I mean, obviously with the up house, this is a fantastic pop, you know, altogether. But since it is missing like its main component, I think I might just keep this one in my collection. Kind of hopping on in here, guys, I just wanted to show you where I actually keep like some of my up pops and Disney pops. So I think Kevin will go along great on the top of this shelf right here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. This brings me to the Captain Hook pop, guys, right here. I think this one's a pretty solid one as well. I think, I don't know, prices are kind of all over the place, but for me, I can confidently say I think I can get $50 out of this Captain Hook. It's a rare pop that you don't see very often from 2011, so that's why I think 50 sounds pretty good. Bringing the grand total to a potential value of $208. With spending just about 32, I think, you know, my ROI is pretty solid on that. I mean, holy cow, guys, I gotta say, what a trip to Entertainment Mart. What a great haul. That 1000%, guys, is gonna buy me potentially, I would say at least like 2 pops off of my list, maybe even 3. It depends on what I get. But out of everything that I showed off, guys, over at Entertainment Mart, you'll have to let me know in the comment section below which was your favorite pop I came across. Also, folks, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future episode like this one in the series. Excited to see what Funko Pops I can find next, guys, but thank you so much for watching. Again, you guys are awesome and the best. Like always, remember to be kind to one another. Always promote positivity. I will see you in the next episode. Catch you guys later.